What's going on, guys? You already know what it is. Oops, one. Trying to set this up, but alright. So what I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to be doing a rendering of a sketch of. I was on my live and I was actually asking people, "Hey, what do you guys think? Should I make this? Should I make that?" And then we were talking about my clothing line and we were talking about a bunch of stuff, and it got down to the point where they wanted to know how the basics of stuff was, right? So we did basics of what was it? Just a simple tag to a rendering of a bomb and then a throw up, and then I said, oh, you know what? I'm gonna do this on a digital way, so you guys could see how I do the rendering complete from start to finish on the actual piece outline. So the name was Tremed, so it's Tremed, and he gave me that name to write, so I ran with it. It's not something common, it's not something I use, it's not the letters that I be doing, but you know, I figured why not. So right here we're gonna get into it. I'm gonna do a small voiceover on the sense of what I was thinking, what I was doing as I went about. All right, guys, so hope you guys enjoy this. We'll see. Alright, guys, so what I started doing here was coming up with a different letter structure. I had the nice clean simple T. I started going on with the R, and as you can see, it's nothing crazy. You really have to have the just sketch feel of it. I did pull back the E a little bit back, give it that nice clean concept, and when I did the M, I definitely had a little bit more fun with it. I had the E. I didn't want to make it exact like the other E, so I did change it up just a bit, just enough. But then as you can see down the line, you will see that I kind of messed with it a little bit more. When I did the D, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not very comfortable doing this exact design. And I started trying to play with it a little too much, and you will see exactly what I mean. Less is more, guys. I can't stress that enough. For the most part, I started playing with these arrow subjects, and you know what? Frankly, it did not look how I wanted it. I wanted to give it a better precision, but unfortunately, it was necessarily not the look I wanted to go for. I started trying to delete the stuff. As you can see, I did come back and I said, you know what? Hey, I'm gonna leave that bottom loop to be visible on top, and I'm going to give the other one a subject, meaning of behind the letter, to give it a little bit of a depth. Once again, I kept messing with this under loop. I did these little drips on it. I thought it was pretty cool at the moment, but I don't know, I wasn't feeling it. I did do this nice little crown on top. It looks a little bit better, more in proportion. And then I added a couple more little extra stuff as I started darkening it in. Once again, this is still a sketch. So if you want to do these type of sketches and you don't feel committed to something, don't commit, because that's the beautiful thing of doing a sketch. This is the same as if I was doing it with a pen or a pencil or whatever it might be. I did come up and I was doing this little character. Not the best character I've done, I guess I could say. But you know, whatever. I frankly didn't like it. I thought it was kind of cheesy. It didn't look right. It didn't have the right look, and I kind of stopped. So yeah, it wasn't the look that I wanted to go with. So once again, I kept trying to go with it. I started cleaning it up, and at this point, I decided to get rid of some of the stuff that I was doing. For the most part, you always want to just focus on certain aspects of your letters. If you see if it's too much, less is more, guys. Less is more. So I can't stress that enough. So here we are. We have, sorry about the way the the angle of the iPad. I turned it. I didn't know it was gonna change the view of it, but there it is, guys. We're adding a little bit of a cleaner finish. Once again, this is still a sketch, a rough sketch at that. So you can have so many different ideas, and then sometimes you could be like, yeah, you know what, this is probably not gonna work out. So sorry about that, guys. So as we continue on, we're gonna give it a little bit different, better structure. We are going a little bit darker. I'm feeling a little more comfortable with this finished product, and I start trying to get it a little bit darker, smoother finishes, and still coming back and clean up the lines. This is where you really define where you want your letters to be at. Once again, this is still a trial and error sketch. This is nowhere near the finished product, but it is getting quite close. As you can see, I added this extra overhang on the side. I did like the way it looked, just wanted to change the view a little bit, right? So I wanted to stay true to my style, and my style has this specific lettering style. So I gave them that nice, clean, edgy look with nice curves and nice things. Here we are. Turn the screen back to how it's supposed to go. As you can see, I'm deleting some of the extra lines I did not need from my original sketch, and you know, it's just really, that's what it is. It's just like doing your basic artwork in a regular spray paint. You always want to come back, clean up, and so on and so forth. So we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna let you guys see a little bit of what I did here, and I'm gonna just let this show, and we're gonna get back to it. So here I decided, okay, we're ready to sketch everything and we're ready to do everything nice and final. So I came back with my inks and I decided, okay, this is time where you commit and you actually get your lines in. As you can see, I did start changing stuff up. The back of the M, the cut right here on the M. I did do the E, and then I decided, you know what, this is better on the background, this is better in the front. Then I decided outside coming out through the back. I changed a lot of things from my original sketch, as you can see, even down to the D. I added a lot of things. I played with it till it felt right, and frankly, it was me messing with it a lot. I did do this overhang on the bottom, and this actually, I kind of did like that feel, but then I deleted it because I don't know, I wasn't feeling it. What I ended up doing here was I ended up drawing the Apple pencil. So I did a rough sketch back on my regular pencil, then I came back to the other layer and I inked it in. As you can see, it's nothing crazy, it's nothing too fancy. Got the nice little apple right there. Bam. See, nice. And the word pencil. Boom, done. Alright, cool. So there you have it. I didn't like the top, it kind of looked like a penis, so I deleted that. You know, it's just like, I ain't gonna have that. It's a real simple design. It's nothing crazy. It's just nice little, you know, attributes that you add to it, like this nice little line here. Make it seem like the pencil is inking actually the piece in. Right, so there it is, guys. As you can see, it's coming together quite nicely. I did add this little drop shadow, which I then decided to move. As I started doing the 3D effect to the lettering, you want to keep that in mind, that when you're doing the 3D letters, you want to make sure you keep everything to that center point. According to how you have your center point, that's where you want it to go. Once again, once I did that, I did decide, you know what, I want to make it look like it has depth to it by adding this darker shadows in between the 3Ds and where it overhanged over the letters, so it could show what letter was on top, how it was on top, and where it went. So as you can see, the actual sketch to the actual final product, it's coming out quite nice. I am changing a lot of things, which I believe that's where you really have the free form to change up your design and really make it nice and clean. This is a very digital artwork, so obviously you have a lot of things you can do, undo, and so on and so forth. When I came back, I started doing the same thing I would do when I'm cleaning up my actual pieces on spray paint. I come back with the same color form, which in this case would be a solid white fill-in, and I will come back and clean it up, making my lines nice and sharp, nice and thick, too thin and very precise. Once I got to this point, I decided, hey, you know what? Maybe I should do a bold outline. This is a graffiti. So, I decided to do a nice bold outline around the outer form. Just the outer form. I did not touch any of the insides. Once again, because you just want that outer form to be nice and bold and still have that nice look inside. Then I decided, hey, you know what? Continuing with the cracks here, let's make it look like it's shattered or it's broken in pieces. I used a thinner pen outline and I changed it so it was able to give you that nice feel of an actual crack within those letters. Keeping it in proportion, I wanted to do the sketch. I didn't really like it. I did these dots, and as I was doing these dots, I decided, hey, you know what? I'm gonna do my simple tag. And there you guys have it. Nice clean tag. Came back, cleaned it up quite nice. Made it look almost like if it's flared out. Thick to thin. Bam, clean, simple, nice. Started doing the little highlights, and then I messed with the tag. Now when I did the tag, I noticed one thing. Doing this with the Apple Pencil, it's a little difficult when you're not used to it. So I deleted it, started again, did this other one. It looked more like cholo writing. I didn't quite like it. Deleted it, came back, did this quick one, boom, 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 done. And I did like that one. But once again, I am very precise with my stuff. I came back, cleaned it up, made it super sharp, super clean, so it could be something that I'm proud of. As you can see, bam, nice and clean. Did the 2020 digital art. Did the nice shines, bam, 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 shazam, and bling. And there you guys have it. Did a little bit more on my crown, giving it that effect that it's nice and shiny. And thanks for watching.